Hello everybody, Daz here. As I promised to you in my previous video, today I will be checking together a very interesting compact laptop DELL XPS13. This model did a lot of splash last year, and for 2016 it was refreshed with updated components, so we'll be checking out a newest model loaned to me for 2 weeks, so I can see if this is something I like for myself. After my 8-pound mobile workstation, this laptop feels like it weighs no more than my old iPad, which is probably true. And while 13.3-inch screen was as small as I expected, a laptop's sleek and slim design was something that was really cool to experience with. I used this unit casually for a week, and this video is summary of what comes out of it. To start, let me brush on some features. Laptop's typing area has a carbon fiber surface with a single Intel sticker and a lone power button in the right corner. Keyboard is backlit by default, which is a considered must-have feature for any laptop. It's totally priceless in poorly lit environment. I found keys a little numb comparing with my Precision, but acceptable. Touchpad has 2 buttons and clearly defined edges. Some laptops has flash design for touchpad. I found it inconvenient. In terms of ports, on the right side we have a card reader and USB 3.0 with a power share feature plus a lock slot and a speaker. The left side is a busier with a power jack, Thunderbolt 3 with power share / USB 3.1 generation 2 port that with optional DELL adapter can give you VGA, HDMI, Ethernet and USB-A connectivity, the second USB 3.0 port without power share, and headset jack, so there are no dedicated port for microphone. And finally a battery indicator, which is humanly impossible to press on, and a second speaker. Front has 2 little holes for built-in microphone and power on light indicator. And finally there is absolutely nothing on the back. Aluminum or aluminium, as our German friends would say, casing deserve a few separate words. Not only it looks totally sick on this laptop, but it also provides extreme durability. My last 2 laptops both has aluminum casing, and they survived tremendous abuse from my general roughness to straight drops on concrete floor in warehouse or slipping from my backpack on a sidewalk. You can see that my Precision is beaten up, but there is no serious damage that prevent me from using it. It would be hard for me personally to select a laptop with a plastic casing for that reason. XPS in this department fills the bill nicely. Both top and bottom made out of machined piece of aluminum, and although it looks a little bit more thick than it really is, it's perfectly durable. I was asked to not disassemble this laptop, so I can only offer you a quick peek inside. Unit is tightly packed with a large battery dominating the picture, with the little options for any user upgrades with exception of M.2 SSD. My unit has 256 GB Samsung and wireless card. And it appears that memory is not user upgradable whatsoever. And to finish with the computer guts, I got top of the line i5 processor, 8 GB of RAM, which maximum could be 16, and Intel standard graphics. But the true gem of this laptop was and is its 3200 by 1800 Infinity Edge display with a touch feature in my particular case. The screen bezel is almost non-existent. Just look at the quick comparison video with my Precision. That's really impressive. Benching of the laptop wouldn't be pretty much waste of time, as Intel graphics is not really for gaming in my opinion. Unigine Valley barely hit 4 FPS and was really painful to watch, but the rest was barely short of breathtaking. The screen is simply amazing. YouTube was absolutely great experience at both 1080p videos, which looks very sleek and sharp, and 4K videos as well. Netflix was great experience too. I liked watching XPS screen much better than my iPad Air 2. It's also much easier to keep screen in the right position than holding tablet in your hands, because your hands get tired over some time. It also was my first time when I had to put my hands on a touchscreen laptop, and while it was kind of cool feature, it comes with some serious compromises. First of all, you hit your hands with a body laptop from time to time. Second, you have to have your protection glass on the screen. In my particular case, it was Corning Gorilla Glass. Glossy screens in general a nuisance because you have to leave your fingerprints all over all the time, but it's also a real pain for laptops specifically. As soon as you have source of light behind you, such as a window, you start getting some issues, and it's all simply impossible to use a laptop outside. Just look at the shot I did with the cloudy skies. Now picture that sun comes out. I simply rest my case here. Another quirky thing was the placement of 720p camera on the left and bottom part of the screen. It gives you weird picture in a Skype, and you have to turn the laptop to put yourself in the middle of the picture, but then it's really awkward to type on a keyboard. It beats me who made this decision. Overall, I found this laptop was truly amazing. Very small form factor, absolutely stunning screen, amazing battery life. I didn't need to charge this laptop for the longest time I was using it, and also sleek body in aluminum casing that will be last very well and will withstand good abuse by the user. Overall, it's really one of the better laptops which I had to put on my hands, but I would like still to look on more units on the market, and possibly that XPS13 specifically may be a little bit underpowered for what I'm trying to get out of my laptop. But for anybody who looking for such a compact unit, it should be on the top of your list. My recommendation how to use this laptop, if I would be, for example, a student or going to school, I would definitely have this laptop to go and do my studies and use this for general usage, but for gaming I would have a separate desktop, and that will be absolutely best type of setup you possibly can do, but of course it comes with certain money. I hope you like this video. It's one of my first tries to make a review being behind the scenes without being in a shot. I hope you like it. I also will come back with more units I will soon be getting, and as well don't forget that I will make a lot of water cooling stuff as usual. This is not a replacement of our normal content of the channel. Thank you and see you soon.